How's it going, my comic gentlemen? We're here today with Shannon Vokes, the writer and creator of SleepRunners. How you doing, Shannon?
All right, how you doing, Cody? It's nice to see you.
I'm doing good. It's good seeing you.
Okay.
So what is Dream Runners about?
Sleep Runners is about it's a hard pitch. It's six students that have gotten full scholarships to a prestigious college, and all they have to do is mark in a sleep study that they're holding at the college. Going into that sleep study, they run into a lot of uh, some situations that aren't ideal. You know, they're finding out things that they shouldn't find out, and it's putting them in a lot of danger. It's a hard pitch. The reason why is because there's so many twists and turns to this book that you don't want to give too much away in talking about it.
So did you kickstart each issue?
This is all done pretty much grassroots. Doing my day job, taking all the money and just putting it onto the books. I originally started with 3 books. This is about 16-year thing we've been doing. We started with 3 books quite a while back, and then I gave it for a while. I didn't have much time to work on it, and moved up here, so I'm gonna slow down and work on it again. Started to pick it up, make the later issues. Again, I like the art and how everything was going so much with the later issues. I had to go back and redo all the first issues. So this is all new from the beginning. New to a lot of people.
Are you gonna try to kickstart any of it, or are you just gonna start going to cons?
It's done at this point. I'm going to be doing some cons. I'm not a big Kickstarter fan. I know a lot of people love Kickstarter. I tried it. I tried it back in the day. I think I had my stuff up for 3 days. Um, I got inundated by people that had their own Kickstarters that had nothing to do with comic books. That hey, I'll give you $50 on yours if you'll help me support mine, stuff like that. It just doesn't feel right to me. I might jump into it again if I want to do some more box sets or something like that, just to, for the readers. But as far as getting the books done and everything, I'm pretty much at the point where I have 9 books done now, so I'm pretty much at my stop point. We'll see where it's going to go at this point, and if it picks up and people like it, I'm going to continue it. That's what I'm hoping to do.
Are you gonna collect the 9 in a trade?
Yes, well, it's going to be three, and three.
Okay.
I'll have 3 trades of them out. It's going to come a little later. Right now, we're just focused on getting the books out, which they come out September 1st.
In the comic shops?
They
September.
will be going to They will be going to comic shop. Going to be available on Amazon, on physical and digital. They'll be available on our website, SleepRunners.net. We're working on Diamond right now. I'm kind of a little behind on where I need to be. I'm trying to get stuff out as quick as possible. Right now, I was very focused on getting the prints done and getting them out to the reviewers and stuff. So we jumped over that hump and we're on to the next step now.
Okay. Yeah, September 1st, we turned 4 years old.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So that art behind you, is that art from the comic book?
Yeah, that's all the main characters in the book. Got some of the art on the sides there, for individuals. But yeah, that's the main stuff that I keep focused on. It's an ensemble book with about 16 characters total in it, main characters. So it's too hard to keep up with it sometimes.
um, oh, Comic Cons. Are you going to any comic conventions this year?
I haven't booked any yet. My schedule's going to be starting in January. I'm looking everything I can at that point.
Okay.
I mean, I'm starting to book it here soon, so it will be booked for next year. We're looking at a January start point and start doing the cons. But yeah, I intend on attending a lot of them.
Are you going to stay local?
No, I'll be doing the traveling as much as I can. We're pretty much free up here. Ain't got much, as far as time and stuff. I got plenty of time to do this stuff. I've been to MegaCon, I've been to Florence, SuperCon, all the big ones down there. I'd like to travel over on the West Coast, do some stuff over there and up in New York and everything. But we're going to start local. Tennessee is the first one. I think we're going to be having. I'm not sure the date of that one. And then after that, we will be traveling. There'll be a whole list of it on our website when we do. I announce them.
What's the name of your website?
SleepRunners.net.
Nice. So, can you get on an airplane with your comic book? Can you pack them in your luggage?
Yeah, that's no problem.
All right.
We got some heavy duty stuff to carry them down, damage them, and it's going to be fine.
See, I didn't know if people packed them in their luggage and took them, or like tried to mail them to the convention.
Yeah, no, I would bring them with me. I'll be doing a lot of traveling by truck. I'm not going around here as well. But yeah, we'll be flying all over the United States with any luck. And like I said, it all depends how this thing takes off. I'm hoping it does really good.
Are you going to push it to any publishers?
No, I'm publishing it myself. I mean, we'll see what happens. You never know what happens. Someone can get it in the right hands. The truth to a lot of people get it in the right hands. We'll see where it goes from there. Right now, I'm just focused on getting the story. I think it's a very unique story. Uh, I got tired of the same old, there's a lot of rehashing comic books. Unlike independence, there's some great independent stuff out there. As far as all the main stuff, it's all rehash, restarts. Everything's jumped on the multiverse now, which I think the only one that's really done it right is Spider-Verse, like I was talking to you before. I think Spider-Verse is incredible, but beyond that, it's just getting too much.
Yeah, the average fan doesn't understand all the whole multiverse and this and that.
Yeah, it gets so confusing. And then, you've got the hardcore fans that get online and complain about this or this not matching up. And, it's hard for them to do that when they're making so much different stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the comic industry really needs to look, at I know you got the writing strikes and everything now going over in Hollywood and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of good independent stuff out there that's actually a lot better than the mainstream.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great independent comic books.
I'd like to see a lot of them, be a lot more successful. It's a hard push. It's a hard push at this point, though.
What comic book? What independent comic books are you reading right now?
I'm not reading nothing right now. I'm focused on my books right now. um, I've got a bunch that I've ordered. I got a couple off the Kickstarters. I don't like going to Kickstarters, but I help support some of my friends and stuff like that, and a couple stuff in there I got to take care of. They're still in their boxes. I haven't even opened yet. I will.
So you said it took you 16 years to write 9 issues?
No, it's a long story. It's too long for this conversation, but we can get into it at a future point. But what happened back in the day, but briefly, is that we had the 3 books done. Um, and then because of situations back then, I had written 6 and 7 before the first ones were done because we were waiting for the first ones to be finished. So I'm like, let's use, these 2. I got them done, the art done on them, got the colors done on them. Everything was really, really nice. So when things fell through and I had to go back and restart from the beginning, it's been hard trying to get those to connect with the ones that I've written later. It was a very, very hard process. So hard that I've given this up lots of times. I've gotten stuff done, waited, I procrastinated a lot. And then one day I was driving somewhere here, like a 3-hour drive by myself. I'm just thinking in my head, and it all came to me. This is one issue, and if you do, and it will pick up the issues, it's issue 6. It's probably one of my favorites. It's how I got everything from where it was to where it needed to be, and it worked out really good. Of course, I had to make 9 books instead of the 7 I wanted to make, but it worked out pretty good. Everything came out nice.
So on September 1st, do all 9 come out, or are you just going to do them monthly?
I've got the first 3 coming out September 1st, and they're going to come weekly. They're going to be available weekly. That's on Amazon. As far as the comic book stores, it might be a little bit longer, I think, or it's not going to be a monthly issue to get them all out. We do have a box set that will be available. Right now, the stuff for the reviewers are going out this week. We've had people get them already. We're waiting for responses from them. On our website, in fact, if you sign up for the newsletter before August 3rd, the end of August, if you sign up for that, you have an opportunity of winning one of those box sets, and those box sets will be delivered before the total release, so you'll have the entire series before the release is out.
Sweet.
Yeah, we got that. There's another opportunity on there too, as far as the review goes. So there's a couple opportunities if you go onto the website that you can get a box set.
SleepRunners.net, right? Okay. What advice would you give to new creators out there?
Do it for the love. If you love the book and you have a story you want to tell, that's the way you do it. I mean, if you're looking to get rich off it, there's lots of people. I mean, money off of comic books. I've got a daytime job. Like I said, you've got to put your heart and total time in this if you really want to make a success out of it. I think if you have a story, originally this wasn't my idea. Originally, I wanted to have SleepRunners or something. The concept be made bigger. I have a friend who was in film studio down in Florida, and I wanted to have like a movie made out of this concept, do like a low budget, whatever we could do. And we went to MegaCon, and we went to a panel there, and the panel was talking about this is the way to do it. Get your comic book out. It's a cheaper way to do it. You can get your stories up the way you want to, and it is. It's a very good way to do it. Find a good artist. I've got a couple of great artists. I mean, find a good artist that you're very comfortable with and that you think fits you, unless you're an artist yourself. But you got to be comfortable with them as well. And even in the first issues, I had great artists. I've been very, very lucky with that. But yeah, do it for the love.
And you carried the same artist through all 9?
The original ones was done by Cooper Vale. He's gone on to bigger and better things now. I mean, he's gotten pretty good at that. Luckily, I got his first work. I was some of his first stuff. So,
right.
And then I got Ruli Akbar and Ramad Wisnu, which I've had them from the beginning when I started. Like I said, I started continuing them. I did the later ones. I had them doing them. And then it was so good and it didn't match up with the first issue, so I had to go back and redo all the first ones. So let's see, I had 6 books done before.
Wow.
And those are probably all thrown out, all redone.
Are the first original 6 still floating out there?
There's some out there. They're out there. I got a bunch here, right above me in the storage right here. But yeah, I got a bunch of them. But I'd rather they not see the daylight anymore. I'm more happy with this at this point. I've gone back and made some changes. I've added a couple characters that really changed a lot for me. So.
Okay. Oh, Dead or Alive. Who would you like to make a comic book with?
I'm an old school. I like G.I. Joe, Transformers, Larry Hama, Bob Radinsky, I think his name was. Robert Kirkman, obviously. I love Robert Kirkman. But, I like Eastman and Laird, Ninja Turtles. I just like the way that they were playing around one day, drawing some turtles, came up with the whole concept and story. I like that collaboration. I like a couple people working together and really working things out, character development and all that stuff. I really like collaborating with people, and I think they've done it great all along. So either one of them would be great.
Would you make a new Ninja Turtle story, or would you just make a whole new comic?
No, I continue it. The last run was awesome. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff. I hear they're actually extending that now. They're making another last run comic book. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
yeah, that's the thing about modern comic books nowadays. They take a great idea and they just pound it to death.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with rehash stuff. It's like it's tiring. The same characters, they never die, or they come back, and I like something a little more grounded. Not to say that SleepRunners is grounded, you have to use a little bit of imagination, but it's pretty more plausible than a lot of stuff that's out there, And I'm not knocking anybody either. There's some good, like I said, there's some good indie stuff out there. Some really unique stuff that I like.
Started drifting more towards Image and got away a little bit from Marvel and DC.
Yeah. DC pretty much lost me when they did the reboot, what was it, 10 years ago or whatever, restarted everything. That just really annoyed me. I don't like that.
Yeah, then they did, now they're doing the Dawn of DC, and they're kind of putting out 2 books a month. Yeah, I don't know what DC's got going on. Hopefully, maybe James Gunn can save it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, movie-wise, I don't know. His ideas don't seem all. We'll see. He's obviously doing it better than I would. Look at the movie he's making.
Yeah, everybody says the Flash movie isn't the greatest.
I think there's too much anticipation for it. I'm not a DC fan. I don't really watch the movies. I did see Justice League, which I didn't like. They tried to make it into a Marvel movie, but then I saw Zack Snyder's. I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. I wish they would continue off of that actually. DC is it's more dark than Marvel, and they're not doing what they should be doing. You got Batman, Nightfall. This is some dark stuff that they should be focusing on people that read the books. I think they're looking for more of the Marvel audience. We'll see what James Gunn does with it.
Oh yeah. So is your comic book for what is it, PG-13 or mature
It's
reader?
for mature.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, there
so,
we go.
yeah, these are the covers of the regulars that are coming out, the retail versions. That's issue 1. Got issue 2. I think you've got the image of them too. The box set, like I said, is a homage to what we did before. Here's 4. Pick one more here. Number 5. So, yeah, they're all mature. There's some language, violence. You're gonna find in comic books. I probably could have lowered it a little bit, but I'd rather have the mature rating on there just so kids that shouldn't be reading it don't read it.
Right. Um, how did you do the transition from awake to dreaming? Is there a clear distinguish?
Yeah, giving stuff away.
Yeah, right. Well,
It's in his sleep study. The professor has a machine that he's perfected, spent years and years and years on making, and basically do sounds and full other devices, hook them up. They all lay in beds, and it brings them onto the same dream world, simulated dream world, and that's where everything starts off. Like I said, it's hard to go beyond that. I'm somebody who would rather, like I see you doing every saying trail mirror pitch. And I've been focused on that all week. I'm like, I don't know how to answer. I spoken to a couple friends and said, I don't know how to answer that because I don't really hear an elevator pitch. Honestly, I would tell them exactly what's on the back of the book. I got a synopsis on the back of the book that pretty much is all I wanted to give out. If I'm on an elevator with somebody, I give them that little bit of synopsis and I hand them a book. I'd rather hand out books to people like and let them, experience it and not have it ruined for them.
right.
And because anything, it's very hard to pitch this without giving stuff away.
Okay.
But there is a lot of twists and turns throughout the entire series.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
No, check out SleepRunners.net. I really think everybody who checks out this book will like it. Another thing I forgot to tell you too. That newsletter I was telling you about. If you sign up for that, beyond having the opportunity of getting the collection, one person will win that. Anybody who signed up for the newsletter before the release, that's the first release, will be sent an email with a digital code that you can download the first issue for free. So they'll check out the first digital issue for free and see how they like it.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come talk to me.
Yeah, it's great. I appreciate you inviting me. You're my first interview, starting off again.
Oh, yeah.
What? You mean you haven't subscribed to Comicchatauthority?
Oh, come on. Subscribe already. What are you waiting for? It's no big deal.
Like, man, don't forget to tell him to hit that like button.
Yeah, that too. Just subscribe.